Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to Horror Park for Jurassic World Evolution 2, our park build where we attempt to build a horror video game right here in Evolution 2. And I've had a bit of a wild idea. I think it'll work, I think it won't work. I'm not sure at this point in time, but it's a little bit crazy and we're gonna have some fun with it. So this is going to be, I kind of want to focus this time around. I had a little bit of a concern. Let's retry all those words again. Hi, I had a little bit of concern that we've already done Horror Park 1.0. Maybe I wouldn't have lots of new ideas for Horror Park 2.0. But my emphasis, I think, is going to be on trying to do things that feel a little bit more like you're actually playing a video game. And yeah, we'll have to do some editing and stuff like that, but little things we can slip in there that make it just feel a little bit more like an actual video game is very much the idea. So let me just, before I do anything else, make sure this is all lovely jubbly flat. No, I mean big flat. Everything's a little bit laggy. Not really sure why, but that's okay. It's because of the intensity of how beautiful my build is. Right, so in the last video, we've landed badonkadonk, and we've walked around through the Monolophosaurus habitat after our little zipline accident. People started to spawn over here, as you can see. I'm hoping they despawn. I've turned the zipline off for now. And then you walk through here and you enter the next habitat. You know, Mr. DNA is going to lure you on. And you're going to walk for a little bit through the forest, I think. Just a little bit through the forest. But then, folks, maybe it's a little bit clearer. You know, I want my guests at this point, my survivor, I suppose, at this point, to feel maybe a little bit happy. So you kind of walk through this bit and you get around here. And this is where we're going to do what we said last time. We're going to have a hatchery. And we're going to have... probably a wee one. Oh. Let me think about this. I think... They're too big. Too bloody big. Why can't I make a nice tiny hatchery? I need it to face the correct direction. It's important for reasons, you know, we can put it on a curve. That would be okay, actually. Kind of blend it in with the wall like that. Like so. It's kind of a little early, but it's the only way it's going to fit. They're humongous things, aren't they? They're absolutely gigantic. And then obviously we need to get a path in, but what we can do, because we're very cheeky, is A, use an invisible path, which admittedly wasn't what I was going to originally do, but that works really well. So we can have an original path in there. And we can stick some trees in front of it and kind of try to blend it in a little bit more. But I think this is a really fun idea. I've given it a slight test already to make sure it works. And I'm moderately confident, shall we say? Let's say moderately confident. So, you're going to walk through and you're going to stumble upon the hatchery. And the hatchery is going to be fenced off. We're going to pick a fence here. Kyle did suggest one of their fences, but if I'm honest, I can't remember what it was. So, I'm not sure how helpful that is. That's kind of my bad. Was it this one? Oh, you're intense, aren't you? It might have been that one, because that's very intense. Right, so what I want is to build this out. Limited space here, that's going to walk that way. Okay, so the idea here... Let me make sure I'm thinking this through correctly. Yeah. So I had this thought that what if you could walk along past a gate, you know, one of these things... Or even the other gate, we could do the... I don't know what gates are anymore. If you could walk on past the gate, either this one or the sort of the classic one from the update, and you would open the gate. They're on a motion sensor, right? So what if you walking past the gate opened up the gate, and that allowed the hatched dinosaur to escape, basically? Like maybe there's rubble or something in the way, or there's a broken fence, or there's something that forces you to walk past the gate. As in... Like, you're not in front of the gate, but you're like, if I grab a fence here, I'll show you what I mean. Like, you would be walking along this right-hand side. So you're, like, separate to it, but just because you're close enough and kind of forced into the small area, you've activated the motion sensors. And I think I'll put, like, a little thing here. You activate the motion sensors, and it allows whatever is in here to escape. And then... you realize that at the end of that area, there's a gap in the fence where that thing that you've now unleashed can get to you. So you are suddenly in this rush against time to make it to the end and get away before that thing also makes it to the end. That's the idea. I think it's fun. So that is what we're going to work on. Have you changed? We've all changed, really. You have to change, folks. Otherwise, I don't know. You have to change, folks. Right, where's my beautiful fence gone? There's too many fences. It's very confusing. This one, though. Classic medium electrified fence. What an absolute beast. I think this must have been the recommended one. So, I'm going to have you go along here and then up there, I think, because we're getting a little bit tight on space. Okay. And then you don't want a normal fence at the end of it. Do you? Okay, so what we want, this is very specific, but I'm going to bring this to the end so it blends in with this and it looks again like it's been done on purpose. Right? And then what we need is to brake. Now, I need to remember how to brake. There's a button. Isn't working. I don't know. I've been struggling with damage tool for a little while. I'm not really sure why. I'm doing something wrong. I'm pretty sure, but alt is fixed, I thought. Brake! Curse you, brake! We need our... Yep, there we go. And we just need a gap in the fence. Eventually, the hope is that this will look like it's a breakout spot. You know, this will look like a gap in the fence, which shouldn't be there, and that's like the realization you have as you're running down here. Kind of inspired a little bit, clearly, by Jurassic Park 3 and the Spinosaurus and all that kind of jazz. And what we'll do, we'll have a break in here, in that bit there. I probably just need to update the mod or something. And then what we want, along that gap, is a true invisible fence. So you won't be able to see. That looks too purposeful. There is one that is completely invisible. I want no suggestion whatsoever that there's something there. What's barricade? Oh, it's the... Yeah, this could be really... I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I feel like it could be really useful, this kind of barbed wire looking stuff. Invisible wall? Yeah, so what I should be able to do is put the invisible wall over the break, so the dinosaur can't actually escape, but you as the player, it would look like it can escape. This might be too far away now that I think about it. Whatever. Right, so you're going to walk along, and then you're going to get to around here, and let's say this is... It's kind of like prison, right? So this is where it hangs out during the day, and then at night... Oh, no, well, this is where it hangs out, sleeps at night, and then during the day, it's allowed to come for a little bit of a run along this stretch over here. That is where this fence is going to appear. Hate that. All of my body. I hate when that happens. Okay, so we need that, and then we need a gate, and then we need to see if this is going to work. So what I want to do is put the gate just slightly sticking out. Not suspiciously, but just slightly sticking out like you can see, because I think that's how this works. If I now go first person, and I walk over here... Okay, so we need to stick it out a little bit more. Can I... Yeah, okay, that might do it instead. I don't know if you can usually do that, but whatever. So I want that to, like, go about there. Again, bring that across. Okay, let's give that a go. It has to be, because I can't walk into it. It has to be so that when I walk here... There we go. That's what I wanted. So you're walking along. Dun, dun, dun. And then suddenly you're in a chase, right? Against the Yutyrannus going down in that direction. That's the hope. Like, whether it ever works out like that is a whole other kettle of fish. But the point is, that's the idea. And it would be like a scripted sequence if this was actually a video game. And then, actually, what... just going to move this a little. What I'm thinking... got me drinking. Is that maybe... Alright, let me delete one of these as well. All those. There's going to be a gap there instead. We'll put some like rubble or something, have a little crane, and then it looks like it's going to come here and it ends up going there. And the idea is that, sure, you've escaped for now, kind of thing, but But it can now wander into this bit, and it's it's somewhere else in the park. You know it's out there in the park, somewhere that you're going to end up going yourself very soon. And then we'll do another fence along here. And that'll be your... Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. I didn't realize that's what we were doing here. Okay, 1 second. Much, much different positioning than I realized. So your fence has to come out down here, really. And this is where we're going to open up to everything else. So we need a gate. So you're running, you see that, and you're like charging for that when the Yutyrannus is charging along there. Let's move it a little bit to the left. So it's close, you want that kind of close little battle there at the very end. Cover the side of the forest. I don't know if this is going to work, okay? I hope it works. Right, so, oh, you know what? We can do this in a really cool way because of mods. If I grab an attraction, maybe there's a viewing tower out here or something like that. So we can grab this, and that alone, not enough, because that looks like it should be there. Again, that would force people by the gate. That's obviously a negative. But what if it wasn't there? What if it was over here? And we can grab it, and we can rotate it, so that it's kind of, like, I know it doesn't work because of the base per se, but we can kind of rotate it. I'll cover that on the right in a little bit. That looked too much like you're going to get stabbed. Right, can we make it through there? Is the first question. Yeah, okay. Now if I walk, into... Okay, I can't walk into the building. If I walk here, can I get past without activating it? Yeah, so let's bring it a little bit to the left. Come on, numpty. There's been an accident. There's been something terrible has happened. You're now forced through this position here. Because the building's collapsed. And as you walk through, yeah, there we go. Right, okay, cool. So what we then need is some rock, I think. Kind of to make it just look like maybe the world is... last time, it's a nod to our last one where there was there's earthquakes all over the park, right? That's kind of what caused the havoc in the first place. This is the same kind of deal. The earth is split up a little bit in this area, and it's caused this building to... I need a big rock. I just want to cover the base if I can. So I'm going to put a few in here. And then I'm going to grab some, and we're going to shift those. Is it? It's B, isn't it? Yeah. Just going to shift those upwards just to cover the weird floppy underside a little bit. Nobody likes a weird floppy underside. Oh, what's going on here, though? Keeps sinking. Stop that. Do as I command, rock. I am Lord of the Rock. I still want it to look like you can... The base always looks a little bit weird when you do something like this, right? The buttery biscuit base. Yeah, it looks okay. We'll do a little bit. We'll put more stuff in the area. We'll make it... We'll dazzle it up a little bit. Let's get a little bit of rock in the area underneath. Okay. Yeah, with the mist as well. I think that's pretty sweet. Oh, what we could... Oh. What I need is a fire, right? But what we do have, if we go... Yeah, here. Little one? Yeah, we got a little one. These are the... Yo! Oh, we haven't ever... Have we ever used these for Horror Park? I think we used these for our Prehistoric Planet Park, right? This kind of environment here. But we could use this in Horror Park. Imagine walking through this, like, burnt-out forest. Now, unfortunately, the camera does jolt when you get there. So I don't know if we... No, we can't, annoyingly. But we can kind of make a path through the forest. I think that's going to look sick. That's right, it's sick. I'm bringing it back. Yeah, I love that. And, we'll put a little bit of... bit more tree here, just kind of edge people into that direction a little bit more. I love to edge people after all. And this forest will actually stop people moving over there in the first place. You are now basically forced to get here. You could just walk through the trees if you wanted, but the hope is that people are going to realize that that's the path. I don't think it needs more than this necessarily. I think like if you were playing a video game and you saw this, you'd be like, yeah, that's the way to go. But just in case, I'm just going to drop some rocks along the route here as well. Oh, hello, yo, I don't know what, oh no. Oh no. Oh, wait, there it is. Get out of there, buddy. So, yo, it looks clearly like you can't go in that direction. And let's just sell it a little bit more with some decos. Couple of containers. You know what we need? Okay, we'll do that in a sec. Maybe a crane in the area? Like they were trying to fix it, but they couldn't fix it in time. You know, they don't expect it. This is a problem, obviously, but they don't expect anyone to be here. This isn't something they're counting on. Nobody should be around here, right? You're only here because the they're all huge, aren't they? Other than the first one here. You're only here because of the accident with the zip line, right? So you shouldn't be here in the first place. Okay, and then the last thing we need I've had a thought is I just can't remember where it is. Where are all the new decorations? In here. We need Mr. DNA, and he's going to sit inside the thing, telling you that this is the right way to go. Just a little hint there inside the glass saying this is where you go if you don't want to die. Actually, well, he's kind of nearly going to get you killed, but then not get you killed, I suppose. And then he sits over there, of course, like he always does, ready to lead you to the next part of the game. But that's something for future me to deal with. Right, let's make our Yutyrannus. So we're going to make... this was a fantastic mod by... I feel bad if I don't actually tell you what the mod was by. We did talk about it in the mod spotlight just the other day. But just to clarify... Black-throated Yutyrannus by Game Videos for Life and Viral Cyclops. And I said in the video that it would be absolutely perfect for Horror Park. And I haven't been able to get it off my mind. It's maybe a little bit big, but I mean, like I just said, they're not the huge ones, are they, these ones? They're not the gigantic carnivores that we'll see later on. And, as I also say, you will be dealing with this Yutyrannus again in the future. I need an aggressive one. Large appetite, that's cool. Anyone want to be aggressive? No, just large appetite, that's fine. Alright, let's check this thing out. A little treat if you haven't seen it already. What absolute beauty she is. Perfect for Horror Park. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, really not that sizable, it must be said, overall. Now, what I'd like... No. So what I'm thinking as well is, this maybe is on an automatic timer. Maybe she lives in the hatchery, or maybe they have to keep replacing them because they're dying, because they're mistreating them. So what I'm thinking is when we do this for real, we're not going to do it today because it'd be a bit too much, but when we do this for real, when we're doing the playthrough and I'm editing and trying to make it feel properly like a game, we can do it so as you walk past, the hatchery opens, and your character... We can kind of like stop the hatchery animation super quickly, pause it, go back over here, and you could watch the Yutyrannus exit animation happen as you're walking along, which I think would be really cool. Last thing I really want to add is a light. Just something... I'm not sure. Now, I need opinions on this, actually. So this is kind of meant to be attached. This is kind of like saying there's a motion sensor or something here, yada, yada, yada. There's something about the gate. Do I really want a light now that I think about it? Well, I was thinking I was going to make it green or red. Oh, man, that fire. Yes. I'm gonna put a few of those in the forest in the area so it just sort of blends in a little bit better. I want it to be red. I don't know if I want this to be red or green. Later on, we're going to mess around the lights a lot more, but I think the idea is simply to signify that the gate is shut. Yeah, that's okay. That fire looks so cool at night. Let's just get a couple more of those because it's not enough in the area anyway. So just so you can kind of see, as you walk past, you can see some fires burning in the distance over there. And we're gonna grab our terrain brush and we're just gonna do a little bit more rock as well. Just suggesting that something's going on, and maybe it carries on a little bit into the new area, so you know, suggesting that it's still something you're gonna be dealing with when you get over into that bit. Let's make this look a bit more like an exhibit. And again, it shouldn't be anything too nice anyway, because that's kind of the whole point. A few trees. Not too many trees. I want you to be able to see what's going on, you know. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I really, really hope this works. And then all we need to do is break that. And I'm really excited about this idea. I really am. Okay, so let's make it nighttime. We might have to play act it and dress it up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but let's give it a good old college try. Okay, so first person view. Let's say you're halfway through this bit here. Let's do this and let's give it a go. So this is your Monolophosaurus habitat that you're trying to escape from. Running through the swamplands a little bit. You see the light in the distance, you figure, well, that must be the way to go, right? I don't know where the monos are. It's actually more terrifying, if anything. I know we'll have to come back and do some changes to this in the future. Kaio is working on something called adventure mode. And I believe the idea is that you'll be able to interact with the dinosaurs in the way that we're talking about here. I don't know how that's ever going to work. I know it's something they've been talking about for a long time, but absolute dream if that ever happens. Absolute dream. My God, Horror Park would... Oh, there's a compy there. Horror Park would become amazing. Right, Mr. DNA has brought us to the correct way to go. Thank you, Mr. DNA. Gates are really slow as well, which is great. So you leave there and you enter this new area. And maybe you're happy for a second. You see civilization. You know, it's a bit more open. It's actually too open. I'm going to have to bring more trees in. But you can leave that behind. You can move on. You're just walking along. And it shouldn't feel scary at this point. It should feel... Okay, that's a big fence. It's not so great. And there's a little misty and spooky. You could even have some stuff running through there. We could put like an invisible fence in. Just have some monos or something else just kind of darting through the misty forest. Okay, we see something over there, but you know, you see it contained, right? That's not so... But you know, you see there's something else over there. I mean, this needs more trees. The whole area needs more trees. Just walking along. A little bit of... You need ebb and flow. You can't just have horror, horror, danger, danger, horror, horror, danger, danger. Sometimes you can. You want to keep ramping up that tension and make it feel relentless and nauseating. But sometimes you need, especially early on, you need break moments. You think, okay, that's a tower. That's cool. Again, civilization. People have been here. But you start to see some red. You start to see some smoke. There's nobody at the tower. You hear the roar of the Yutyrannus, who's now walking the wrong way. I need you to walk over here. I'm hoping they detect the food very quickly, but then you see this and you just think, uh-oh. What the heck? That actually looks really good. What the heck has happened here? It needs more trees. I'm going to add more trees. Clearly something terrible has gone down. It's a bit Dominion. I also really like that red light. I don't think it even makes any sense, but I really like it. And you just think, well, where the heck am I meant to go? That's the kind of person you are. You say heck. It's been a disaster here with this tower. I don't see anywhere to go but underneath the spire. Oh no, it's opening the gate. Alright, let me see if the Yutyrannus Okay, so what we'll have to do when it comes to the actual thing, because there is food for the Yutyrannus, as I say. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. Bear with me, folks. So there is a slight problem with this, as I just remembered. When you, as a person, open a gate, I'm sure people have been screaming this at the screen for the entire video, but when you as a person open the gate, it doesn't open the gate. You know what I mean? Like, it opens it for you and it opens it for vehicles. It doesn't actually open it for dinosaurs. So my whole idea has kind of just fallen to pieces, which is fun. What we'll have to do is, as this opens, we'll have to do... What I'm going to do is do like some short cuts in, like, every now and again that's meant to resemble like blinking or something. So what we'll do is we'll do a little cut here when the gate opens, and I'll just hop up into God mode and I'll open the gate properly. And that way, as we should be about to see, the Yutyrannus should, in theory, start to move through to try to get some food. I'm hoping it starts to sprint. Oh no, what have I done? The gates, the motion sensors. I don't think it's hungry enough. Oh, there it goes. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Gotta run. Run, 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 run. I'm so tired. Oh no. And then you see it. Yes, you're walking along. See the gap in the fence. And you're running and you're sprinting and you're running and you're sprinting. You make it through. So, do I need to change some things? Maybe the food needs to be closer to here. To pull the Yutyrannus over towards where we're going to be. And it looks a bit more like an exhibit now. Okay, yeah, cool. So that is our black-throated, once again hungry Yutyrannus. I'm just going to give you some food now, buddy, because we're not going to be doing this for a long time, so you need to be able to not die in the meantime. I know, I'm just so nice to my dinosaurs. It's crazy, I know. Absolutely crazy. Giving them food. Look at him. Look at her. I don't know, whatever you want to be. Absolute stunner. Very cool. Give it a tug. Lovely stuff. Nom 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 nom. I figure you should actually see the dinosaurs for a little bit. It's a wild idea, I know. I might throw another light in here. Like, I think it makes sense. Like, if they're going to observe it, they're going to want it lit up, right? But I don't know if that's going to prove distracting or not. It might take away from the fire effect a little bit. Just like there. I'll think about that. I'm not sure about the floodlight. But potential floodlight. And I really like the idea of playing with this kind of thing a little bit more. I know, with the gates and the... I just thought that was a really novel idea. I'm quite proud of it. I'm not gonna lie, in case you can't tell. I just wanted to do something a little different. Right. So next video, like I said. So the Yutyrannus is going to head into the park, and we'll probably have the wall kind of carry on along here. And this just, we'll figure a way later to connect it. You are going to end up back in the park at some point, maybe in the next video. Like, maybe the earthquake that's going on is going to get you back into the park. Later on, you'll deal with the Yutyrannus again. Or the Yutyrannus will deal with another dinosaur again. I like the idea of trying to do, like, do a finale like Jurassic Park, where the dinosaur, like, you're about to get killed by some dinosaurs, and then something else big comes in to save the day. And then maybe that eats you as well. But if you have any ideas for where we should go after this, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely think we've done enough foresty running now, so I kind of want to do something earthquakey, and that's your way back into the park. You know, that breaks open the wall again, just like it did over here, and you can get back into the park, and somehow we'll tie something into that. I also want to do something with an aviary. I want to do something with a lagoon. Not sure what for either. The lagoon, I think we'll try to make the boat tour work. We've done it in the past. And the aviary, I like the idea of having to drive through it. Again, I think we've done something like that before. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you lovely folks very, very soon. Cheers much of as always. Bye-bye.